Casted, I was discouraged. Casted, I was discouraged. We can see emotional what is when their hopes are deferred. Okay, there's a place of faith in the promises. That was 25 years magic of waiting. Okay, so for example, speaks to the nature. Okay, Romans 8, 24, 25, for example, speaks to the nature of hope. For in this hope we were saved. For hope that we have. But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for his help patiently. We wait for it patiently. And as cross-children, can he endure? It's part of the inbuilt character that God is trying to build in us. When there is a deferred hope, as it were.
So let me just add one of the things. When you say hope deferred, means deferred. What? That's the text, right? Now, how can hope be deferred? What defers hope? Usually, when it starts, we don't see as deferment. We see as denial. You see that God is like the admission chief. You just feel that, oh, where is God? Okay? So it's much. He sees it as motivated, but we see it and, okay? So you can make the heart. I'll come back to that. The second thing, human being can cause hope to be deferred. Hope can be deferred by mind. For example, I can give you a promise. I can give you a promise that, I will give you a book. I'll give you some. There's your heart of me. There's your sometimes, to define by human beings, we can see where sometimes there are different reasons. One of the letter you call it force majeure, or an act of God. Heartache. It can cause heartache. Maybe you need to pay them. I know when paper is coming 1 hour time off your time. It can cause heartache. It can cause disappointment. It can cause discouragement. It can make you to lose confidence or lose trust in my work and so on. So it is important for us to know that under such situation, to envisage what it can create in the expectation of the other person. And then it can cause somebody to join the side of faith, to join the devil. They send for Jesus. Your friend who you love is sick, and they were thinking that on any human shape, they will just leave it and follow them. But they didn't follow. And fact, when you read the story very well, that is what I believe that. And if you want to find the message, go to find that. That's what I was saying. It was so urgent, right? Although one can argue, kilometer was not to leave whatever he was doing. But it actually waited for the man. So when he came, he thought I want to say this was not. But since I used to say that here, he would not have died. So So I just wanted us to, when we are discussing, we should not just focus on hope to fact, constancy by just the act of God. And I hope we'll get there. There are reasons why it is fact. There are reasons why it is fact. We talk of a set time. We talk of appointed time. We say that right vision. We say he that cometh will come. Then so maybe when we get there. But there is also the human, whichever way that are impacted.
We should wait actively. We should engage in activity and practices that strengthens our faith and brings joy, even as you wait for your hopes to be fulfilled. That's active. You are expectant. You are waiting actively that I know God will do it. I know God will visit me. I know His promises will be fulfilled concerning what He has promised me, concerning what I trust God for. Okay? And we should key into the mercies of God. We should key into the mercies of God. God's mercies is beyond human comprehension. Praise God. The mercies of the Lord is beyond human comprehension. So we should learn to key into the mercies of God. Another one is we should Luke chapter 24. He said, Peter said, I go and visit. What happened? All others followed him. Why did he go and visit? Oh, where? Say, Jesus will kalẹ̀ fún wa yìí. So pé wa bá bóyá ká tó. Maybe we should find another alternative. Okay? But Jesus visited him. They encountered him afresh. And by the time they encountered him that time, it left a permanent experience in their heart that they cannot forget. And so, personal encounter with God, it brings encouragement, it brings restoration. This morning, I read a devotional, and the person was talking about programming yourself right. And he explains all this. He said, what do you see? What do you hear? And it's important what we see, what we hear. Okay? How? What people say and you hear, and you are programming it to your heart, it affects you. So we should be very careful how we program ourselves. We should program ourselves right before we go.
Let me ask, what do you do when working with God? And so let me give it to you. One of the things we should do is to constantly reassure ourselves that God is faithful. God is faithful. And that His time is best. And He makes all things beautiful in His life. But usually He has a bigger picture. While you are praying, you might have but we must, number two, we must not get anxious or worried. It's useless to be anxious, to worry. You cannot, with anxiety, pull yourself down, you cry, you break your head, it doesn't solve anything. What solves it is not just that we are doing pray, wash, and faith. So we must determine worry, high blood pressure will come in. So when the heart is sick, it doesn't stop at the heart. come to the mind, you come to the body. You begin to think, you will not sleep. So you determine that it can happen at that. So let's see, it says the action for nothing, but in everything by prayer or supplication or request. Number 3, sometimes some delay when the answer was actually released. But the prince of Persia to when Samuel said, go and wait for me, I'm coming, and then we'll make sacrifice. And then he waited and waited. Actually, Samuel said, wait for me for 7 days. First day, second day, the 7th day, but unfortunately, and he dived into a function that was meant well for him. And we thought it was so we must not resort to our own self. Now, one more thing. If the hope deferred is by the man, then the man will give you a promise. The man will give a promise and look to it. Then we should talk to God. Talk to God. And Lord, I put my trust in this, but I told the Lord, please step in. And sometimes you might, I guess if somebody of God with what I'm saying, when moving too far, you should try as much as possible not to let your heart rest. Let's see. Or even if it is kind of mercy, cut it short. Let the discouragement be short. Let the anger be short. Let the fear be short. Okay? So I think.
Thank you, sir. Questions? Questions? Somebody wants to ask questions?
Does that mean that you don't have it? Or is it that it is an unbelief? Because you said amount to unbelief.
I thought we have already explained that. Okay. You want to answer?
Yes.
Yes.
I think from all the explanations that have been given, it does not mean that. Because we have been told that if a God designed thing, we are thinking that it's a divide, it's a denial. But God, who sees the total picture, thinks that we feel it's not yet time, for example. You may even feel that this is not really good for you, for example. You may feel that this thing will have to pass through it. Like Jesus prayed, said, remove this cup from you, because it's not like that. You are going to pass through it. So it's not a matter of faith. It's not a matter of faith. There are times that God beats our faith. You know, some things that you may feel that maybe you should not believe. You don't build our faith with blood and everything. But the fact that hope is deferred does not mean that faith is small at all. I don't think it means that. And we are also told that if we planned, that is God's design. Number two, it can be a human factor, a human being. It will be a satanic affliction. The day you pray, I sense the answer. But the piece of Persia not the answer. So, three ways, but it does not mean that faith is weak or something.
In the political realm, we have all this slogan. This here and there now. So we have this. We say we have spiritual hope and non-spiritual hope, or material hope, or are they the same? Manifest in different sphere. So how do we categorize them? I said we not put our mind on the things of the world, but it's affecting us when we do that. So how do we meander or attend to all this set of problem? I have to confess my question.
No, it's okay. Actually, at the middle of the year, where we were dealing with the field, we did say that we talked about the Bible says there are three great things: faith, hope, and love. Or it says the greatest is love. So we did say that hope, the hope we are talking about, creation of faith, different from the natural hope, that hoping in this, that hoping in that. Yes, that natural hope exists. Okay? I don't come to say that, oh, when you came in here, you didn't examine this chair before you signed it. Because you just have a conviction that the chair will support you. That is natural. That's therefore the God kind of faith, the spiritual faith that comes by hearing the word of God. So we have gone through that, and the origin of that hope is spiritual, not like the origin of faith, not like the origin of agape, which is different from romantic love. Okay? So that there is a natural hope, but then there is the spiritual. I think our emphasis is spiritual. Of course, the natural hope and all the promises in the political, we know that they are just, like Bible says, except for using our and so we're looking at spiritual work when you are expecting from the Lord, you are praying, like you are told about Abraham, we hope against hope, all of that. So we're not looking at this. We will do this. Sometimes it happens. My own summary of it is that any hope created by man, okay, if it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, we shouldn't be surprised, because by nature, man, the Bible says God is not a man that which means naturally, the natural man, he died. It is a point. Right. So,
Okay. My question is, can our incapacities, insecurities, like our insufficiency, cause the deferred hope? Like when we want to receive something, but we are not having the capacity to handle it, and it cause for the hope to depart. how do we know it's our incapacity that is causing the book to be bad, and what can we do to make up for our incapacities?
Okay, well, yes, if you remember very well, I did prayer conference where we were trying to explain faith. You say that, okay, that's the Jesus we have faith. We can know, and we've said that before, and we can know why. As soon as fear is there, the way we talk, the things you say, yeah, matter, don't do.